Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, and I checked out this live from Chris Fletcher last night. It's pretty brief. He's going to be talking about his event or group called Mentality. You may have seen his promo video. Lance Fletcher has shared it a couple of times on his IG stories this week, and then Chris Fletcher went live last night to talk more about it. And one of the things that he did say is that women are asking to attend this event. So let's listen to Chris Fletcher as he explains what mentality is and the benefits for women joining in. I'm going to mute my mic so that there's no echo. I do kindly ask that you please hit the like button on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion, and the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on this Instagram live, it is allowed. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
Want to jump on this evening, and thank you, Royalty. I just want to jump on this evening and tell the men and even the ladies, because I know, I'm sure all of you all attractive ladies and married and boyfriends and things of that nature. I have started a new community, and it's called Mentality. It's a high value blueprint, for being a high value man. And the name of it again is Mentality. I would appreciate it if you would like join. You can look at the link in my bio. Be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Giving you a little feedback on what we're actually going to be covering, what mentality really means, who mentality is for. It's really for everybody. Um, but that man, that young man, that middle-aged man, that older gentleman, that just needs that push. You just need that blueprint to get you to the next step, to get you moving forward. You know, um, there's a lot of discussions among men and groups, things like that. But it seems like everyone, a lot of men have this ego that they don't want to let go. You got to stick your chest out in every situation, and you really don't have to. That's why, if you would look at the link below, look in my bio, join Mentality. It is a community for all, um, definitely for the men. If you want to further yourself, if you want to further your career, if you want to further your relationship, your marriage, whatever, we're teaching you, giving you the blueprint to a high value man. So I almost beg of you, if you're looking to move forward, you want to do better, you want to have better in life, this would be the program for you. Mentality. It is in my bio. The link is in my bio. I would appreciate if you would tune in. Even the women. I know a lot of people have asked me, well, what about the women? What about the women? Hey, the women are definitely free to join. It may help you identify that high value man that you're looking for. Everyone everyone was put here. Everyone has a purpose in life, and everyone has a talent. God bless you with a talent. You just got to find it. And that's why joining this community, the mentality community, I'm telling you, it will help you tremendously. It will help you identify. It can help you even teach your man, your significant other, some of the things that they may want or need to do in life to move forward, to further on. And listen, I'll say this again. I'm not perfect. I No one's perfect. Okay. So we're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to do some things that we shouldn't do. But I'm telling you, this mentorship program, this mentality is one of the best. I've never seen anything like it. And even as I say in some of my ads, surely you don't think this came by chance. I didn't do this alone. I definitely had some help. I definitely had people that were pushing me, and that was on my side. And there's some loyalty there. There's some respect there. Um, Man, listen, it is all a group effort, not just me, not just, I did not do this by myself. And of course, I had my beautiful wife at my side. always there to help me, and to, to push me farther as well. But if you would click that link in my bio, mentality, lifestyle, trust me, you will not be disappointed. And again, we'll be going live tomorrow at Zoom. There's a Zoom webinar. It's free, so you can come on in and you will be able to ask questions. You can, we will have a Q&A session there, but I will be explaining a little bit more in depth about mentality and what it's all about, how it can help you, how it can help, you can help your relationships and other things, and definitely your life, because we as black men, we have to, we must continue to lead our families. Right now in this day and age, man, it is hard. It is hard for everyone, and we already have an X on our head just being black men. So it is important that we learn from one another, we learn from each other. I mean, we can do it. We can all do it, but we have to stick together. And that's one of the problems that we have. Unfortunately, I have to say it, as black men, black people, we have a problem of being able to stick together. We have others that are out here that they stick together, they live together, they work together, they do all these things together until they get to the point of where they're trying to go. So listen, click the link in my bio, please. Mentality is one of the best, one of the top communities right now that's going on. And if you join, you will see what I'm talking about. You will not be disappointed. Um, I appreciate it. Appreciate the people that have clicked in. Again, it's not just for the men. Women are free to join as well. So again, click the link in my bio, please. Mentality, lifestyle. You will not be disappointed. I appreciate you all. Like I said, I wasn't going to hold you long. I just wanted you to know, again, click the link in my bio. Mentality. See you guys tomorrow. Be blessed. What's up, Instagram?
Okay, so now the video was just restarting. He gave people several minutes to enter his live, and people were asking, how's the family? And he was just saying, oh, the kids are working and doing good, and the grandkids are just growing and getting more beautiful as the day is long. And he said a lot of sweet things before he officially started the live. So he was talking about his new community called Mentality, and it is a blueprint for high valued men. Now, I could not help but wonder if he was inspired to create a blueprint from Little Miss Blueprint, Melody Cherie. And we all know that her last reunion for LAMH, she was dressed in a beautiful electric blue gown. And she said that she has a blueprint, Little Miss Blueprint. Even if you go back to season 1 of LAMH, she said that she has the blueprint to be a working wife and a working mom and to build successful businesses. She was saying it way back then. And now I notice he's saying that he has created a blueprint for men to become high valued men. Now, he was saying, he said some interesting things about men. They cannot let go of their ego. They feel like they have to puff out their chest. And I definitely agree with that. I just think I think men have a lot of misconceptions about what makes someone manly or what strength is, even down to the most minor things. And I think that even when interacting with women, they are operating off of pride, off of ego. Like they can't be gentle with you. I guess they think that that's weak or soft. But no, I'm a woman. So please just say hello, how are you to me. I don't need anything aggressive or harsh. And even locticians tell me that men, they do a horrible job of caring for their locks. They pay a lot more money when they get retwist because they also need lock repairs. They have to get the apple cider vinegar rinse, because like they don't shampoo. They go months and months between a retwist, no shampoo. They don't oil their scalp. They don't hydrate their locks. They say that's what girls do. That's feminine. I ain't doing that. So when they finally get back in the loctician's chair for a retwist, their locks are a hot mess because they're worried that they're acting feminine if they take care of their hair. You're the one who chose to grow locks and not get faded every week. So it's not feminine to take care of your locks. But and I feel like that ego that Chris Fletcher is speaking of, it shows up even in those very minor ways. And they have to let go of that insecurity. I think, number one, don't care what people think. And number two, I personally feel like men and women, we have both energies. So men, they have feminine and masculine energies, and we have it too. We have both. But if you're secure in yourself, you're not going to care about when you do have to operate in those other energies. For us, it's being like the head of the household and having to make serious decisions, having to make business decisions on our own as the woman of the house. That's like operating in some masculine energy. And again, for them, it is approaching a woman in a non-harsh way. Or you might be a parent and you are affectionate towards your children. That's totally fine. And some people may say that's like operating in a, slightly more feminine energy. Totally fine. But what was really interesting was that he said that women have been inquiring if they could join his mentality community. And he's saying, sure, you sure can. You may meet someone whose quality, selling point, he definitely works in sales as a realtor, because why would you even bring that up? But because if they're in your community, they're probably focused. They should be focused on getting themselves together. They may not necessarily be ready to be in a relationship with a woman. But then he says, if you are a woman who has a significant other, you can still join our community. And the nuggets that you learn, you can share with your man to help him get better. I would hope that nobody is in a relationship with somebody who needs that kind of guidance. Okay, if you do, that's a whole nother group that he would need to start. And he said that everyone has a talent. You just have to discover it. I agree with that as well. If you are religious, if you are Christian, you may have read the scripture that the Spirit, gives gifts to everyone. There's one Spirit, but many gifts. And some people say that, you can have more than one gift. Absolutely. Some singers, they also write their songs, the Mariah Careys, the Beyoncés, the Babyfaces, that's multiple gifts there. Babyface also plays instruments and he produces music. And Whitney Houston, she sang, she acted, she produced films. Definitely several gifts that one human can have. And he has acknowledged that he is not perfect and that he has received help in his life. And I think that that's very true. When I did out-of-state internships in journalism, the internships, they would be non-paid, they would be unpaid. And I would ask relatives who lived in DC and New York, can I stay with you for the summer? And they said, sure, and they, not only did they let me stay with them, but they taught me how to catch the train from their house to the internship and back home each day. So, I was basically like their kid for 3 months for the summer, so they didn't have to do that. So I've received help, and my siblings are several years older than me. Our parents were already up in age by the time I went to college. So my siblings moved me into school each year, helped me unload all my shit in my dorm room. And so I appreciate that 100%. So I think that a lot of successful people, they receive a lot of help along the way. You think about Beyonce and her dad, he quit his sales job at Xerox. I have a feeling he was a badass salesperson too, but he quit his sales job at Xerox to manage Girls Time before they changed their name to Destiny's Child. And he had them running in the park, singing and running at the same time, and to build build their stamina so that they could perform. All of that time and ideas that Matthew Knowles invested in them. I'm sure Beyonce would say that she has received lots of help also. But I want to show you the Mentality website. That's why I copied the website that was in his link. So we're going to check it out. So we've seen this picture, right, on his propaganda, his marketing materials for his real estate career. Chris Fletcher presents Mentality Community. Real men don't die, we multiply. And I guess it was like launching today, December 7th, 2025. And there's a join today button if anyone is interested. He has a mission statement. So it is life coaching. Transform your life with expert coaching. Our mission, find answers to our most frequently asked questions here. So he has a video. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Welcome, brothers, and welcome to Mentality. This is more than a community. This is a movement. Here, we're focused on building men who lead and who live with values that create real wealth, success, and legacy. I created Mentality because I saw too many men existing, but not leading. Too many men working hard, but not building wealth. Too many men showing up for others, but not showing up for themselves. In this community, we're going to talk about what it really means to be a man in today's world. We'll cover mindset, leadership, discipline, health, faith, and financial growth. Because being a man isn't just about what you say you are, it's what you build. Every session, every lesson, and every conversation inside of Mentality is designed to sharpen you, to help you think clear, move stronger, and live better in every aspect of your life. Whether you're here to find clarity, purpose, or strategy, you're in the right place. I'm honored to have you here. Now let's lock in, grow together, and redefine what it means to be a man of mentality.
Okay, so that was his video. Looks like he must have a YouTube page. And yeah, I love listening to 90s R&B. So YouTube knew to recommend Babyface, probably my kind of girl, and Aaliyah, maybe Come Over, a couple of mixes there. That's my thing at night. All right, and there is the logo, Mentality. You can fill out your contact info. So I think this was a typo because last night, Saturday, was December the 6th when he went live on Instagram and he was saying, tomorrow we're going to have a free Zoom meeting. And so I think that should have said December 7th. He had a Zoom meeting at 10 a.m. Central Time. That would have been 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this would kind of be like the about the founder. Chris Fletcher is a model of what happens when you combine service discipline, strategic business development, media visibility, and steadfast personal values. With a multi-million-dollar net worth, his journey from veteran to real estate mogul to TV influencer offers a compelling blueprint for entrepreneurs who want to build wealth and legacy. What's included: clarity and direction, live weekly video meetings, structured progress, experience supported group community, enhanced accountability, private wealth building strategies, personalized support, VIP access to multi-million-dollar mindset. In the big picture, from service to commerce, Chris's military background gives credibility to his leadership and discipline in business. Building a second act, he didn't stop after the Army. He reinvented himself in real estate and entrepreneurship. Visibility with purpose. His presence on a major reality series amplifies his message and expands his platform. Values driven success. His framework, the 4 C's and consistency, offers a practical recipe, not just a motivational slogan. Longevity in marriage and business, maintaining both for decades in a world of fleeting winds sets him apart. Lord have mercy. I would recommend taking off that last that last bullet point because you don't want anybody bringing up raising their hand. Well, is it true that your wife went and beat some girl up allegedly? Going down that road, I would just say leave that off. But that's just my thing. But that is his mentality website. Let me know in the comments if you're joining or if you're going to recommend it to other people to join. What do you think? It looks like it's like life coaching. I don't know if he's going to be like poaching people to join his real estate team or if it's just to offer in general different income streams, perhaps. And then also a place where they could get, I don't know if it's like therapy. It sounds like it's more so about, it's like straightening out a man's finances, perhaps. And I guess sometimes where they can also just talk and vent. Let me know if some of y'all gonna join and clarify. Okay, but I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. I hope that you all had a great weekend. A lot of my stuff is done. So I've already been to the gym this morning. I went grocery shopping. I've started meal prepping and I've made content. I just have to make my overnight oats, which I'm still going to wait a few hours because it's just 2 o'clock. You don't want to make overnight oats too early, and then the oatmeal absorbs every ounce of the almond milk that you put in, and then it can be kind of dry by the time you have your breakfast in the morning. So I'm going to wait a good 3, 4, 5 hours before I make it. And so I'm already making like rice and lima beans for lunch for this week. So I've pretty much, done a lot of the heavy lifting for my Sunday. It was snowing this morning, okay? So I'm guessing we got like another inch, but the roads are not a disaster. This morning, though, when I went to the gym, it was hardly anybody out on the roads because I think when you're in the house and that snow is coming down, it can be, you're like, if you think like, oh my gosh, it's snowing, you'll think that it's just so horrible. But when I got out there, because I was like, dude, I stayed in the house all day Saturday. And so, no, I'm getting out of the house today. And it wasn't that bad when I got out there. So I was very, very thankful. But yeah, if anything else pops off on the blogs, I'll be sure to make another video since I've gotten most of my chores done today. And hopefully I will talk with you all soon. Bye.